we have actually had a video question that has been emailed in, so let's go to that right now.
Hey team, what are your views on nickel this weekend? Where do you think it'll go from here? Thanks.
There we had it. All right. I think that's one for Dr. Adam Shetakowski. I know you keep your beady little eye on what's happening with nickel. Tell us what's sort of happening in that sort of space at the moment.
Yeah, that is quite interesting, actually, what has been happening over the last week. So really what we have been seeing, and that is quite unprecedented, LME stopped trading nickel on Tuesday. So let me just try to break it up, what has been happening and what has caused that. So actually, let's first have a look at the chart. So this one is showing within the last year what has been happening. So we see the line at the top is really showing inventories of nickel. And over the last year, they have been going down, down, and down. At the same time, the thicker line, that is the price, and it's going up, up, and up. And the spike at the very end, that's exactly what happened the last week. So I want to mention three things that really caused this spike. Firstly, what has been happening is that we have the deficit of nickel, so more and more demand, but the supply is not as high. Secondly, what we have been seeing is there was companies, one major company in China that's trying to speculate on the price of nickel. So basically what they said, well, we think the price is so high that it will eventually go down. So what they do in practical terms is actually they're saying they will borrow nickel.
They're short, yeah.
So just if people are not familiar with borrowing and options and stuff like that, so let me just try to explain it in broad terms. So basically they're borrowing nickel, they are selling it on the market, and they were expecting, well, that would potentially push the price down, but it didn't. The price actually kept going up and up, and they kept selling and selling in the amounts of 150,000 tons. If you compare that to the inventories on LME, that's twice that. So, and still the price goes up and up and up. And then the third things happen. Then comes the announcement from Russia that there was an announcement from Putin on Tuesday that potentially they could be cutting off nickel. Wow. So that is, and when the big company was shorting nickel, there were other people doing the same thing. They're saying, oh, it's such a big player is gambling, we will do the same thing. Right. And then comes the announcement from Putin and they're saying, oh no, now the price will go even higher when we have this announcement that Putin will stop giving out nickel. So they're saying, let me get rid of this position. So what they need to do is they need to start buying nickel, buying nickel, so they can close the position and their bets they have been doing. And when that happens, it starts really like you could say a circle where more and more people are getting scared and starting to close their positions. And this is what is called a short squeeze. And that can put the price in the hundreds of % in a very, very short amount of time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing that actually happened. I don't think I've ever seen that, or very likely to sort of see that.
And especially with such a massive commodity, such as nickel. You talk about the GameStop short squeeze, the AMC short squeeze. We're talking about the whole nickel market got short squeezed. And that was very well explained, Adam, both the short position and how it all implications. And I think a very interesting week for nickel. When you look at the fundamentals of the companies that produce it and sell it, probably not a lot has changed. Hopefully the wider nickel market can iron out the volatility and uncertainty, and the company in particular, Xinjiang Group, can sort out their positions. But yeah, fascinating week.